Amazon just gave your product listing a voice. It's called Rufus. And if your listing is not optimized, it's literally talking buyers out of purchasing your product. Hey everyone, my name is Vadim. I'm an Amazon PPC/FBA expert. In this video, we'll dive right in what that Rufus AI stands for, what it means exactly for Amazon sellers. And I'll also show you a super advanced way how to optimize Amazon listings with Rufus AI that no one is yet talking about by the end of this video. Amazon's new shopping assistant, Rufus AI, is here, and it's assistant built right into shopping experience, right into Amazon's product pages. As you've seen right here, this is on every product's page, and we need to act quickly to be able to improve our conversion rate. How are we going to do that? First of all, it's built right into Amazon shopping experience. For Amazon sellers, the game changes. Rufus can interact directly on your product page, offering answers to the most common questions. But here's the catch. It only knows what you've told it. Anything that is displayed on your page, listing, reviews, product visuals, even the images, it scans everything. So if your listing is generic or missing important details, Rufus is going to give the poor answers to a customer, thus worsening your conversion rate, or let's say making the customers not buy, talking them right out of buying. So we need to optimize that listing, because poor answers from Rufus, they will lead to lower conversions. So again, to recap, what is Rufus? An AI assistant right inside Amazon. Every product page you open, starting with this random massage gun product listing, Rufus, ask Rufus, does it provide relief for sore muscles, etc. And it's all of this based on the product page. Rufus is an AI assistant made by Amazon. It's going to read three things: your listing content, titles, bullets, description. Any information you put here, Rufus is going to read it, analyze it using AI, and have the answers ready here in case the customer had a question. It's going to look through your images. Any text on the images, it is going to scan every single image, and it's going to use the text to answer questions that customer is asking. So anything you have on your images that you thought maybe is not readable by AI, trust me, it absolutely is, and Amazon is using that information to answer questions from customer. Bullets, description. Description, it could be here. So in this case, it's displayed by A+ content. A+ content, any text here is also scanned by Rufus, and it's optimizing all that information for answers. How exactly are we going to go from here and optimize our listing using other AI? It's like a battle of AI. We are going to use ChatGPT in a bit. So how are we going to do that? So what should we be doing? We will rewrite bullets with ChatGPT, and we'll focus on clarity, objections, and real-world use cases. We will fill all backend fields in Seller Central, and we'll use visuals to tell a story and answer any questions that Rufus is already asking your customers. So there needs to be a shift happening from SEO, like how we try to fill as many keywords in a title, repeat keywords just to get this SEO points. But there is a shift happening to more so storytelling, and whether Rufus, and based on the quality of answers Rufus can provide to customers. You need to write your listing with Rufus in mind nowadays, not so much the SEO. So Rufus again is constantly aware, and keyword stuffing is outdated, just exactly what I discussed. Clean, modern, complete listings, benefit driven. And this is where most sellers, they can win immediately. You start rewriting your bullet points and description using ChatGPT, not to run keywords, not to keyword stuff, not to use like phrases and exact match type, or like using any software for that, like keyword juice, how they call it. You need to explain who your product is, the problem it solves, and how it compares to alternatives. So grab an example of this massage gun. Let's say this was your product. You're going to see what kind of questions are being asked by Rufus. Does it provide relief for sore muscles? So it is saying it does, and it has interchangeable settings, and you see how it grabs an image from A+ content. So you need to have something here about sore muscles, like showing the effect on sore muscles, like some kind of visual, muscle from turning red to blue, etc. Because you can see Rufus is already grabbing that image. Let's try something else. Is it suitable for targeting specific body areas? Yes, it's suitable. And then what does it say here? It comes with interchangeable heads and 4 shapes to target specific muscle groups. Can it be used on neck? you do this kind of sequence, you ask all of these questions and you try to find a pattern or maybe specific questions where Rufus answers questions in like a negative way, where it says, okay, maybe Rufus is not sure or that it's not suitable. Of course, you don't want to lie, but if that's the case of providing extra information, you're going to use Rufus find what's missing and rewrite listing with ChatGPT. And I'll show you the prompt we're going to use. So let's assume this product never mentioned anything about neck. It never mentioned anything about interchangeable heads and for shapes, etc. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab this prompt, rewrite Amazon listing, clearly answer buyers' questions, etc. Then let's say, let's go into our ChatGPT, and let's say for massage gun. So what you're going to do next is you're going to grab existing bullet points on your listing, go into ChatGPT, paste it here. And so what we need to do here is I'm basically telling ChatGPT, hey, pretend you're Rufus and give confident answers based on questions below. And so these questions, like where are you getting these questions? Well, they come directly from Rufus, and it's going to be your most problematic questions, the questions where Rufus does not give a good answer, the questions where Rufus is confused, or you just need more information. So let's say when I asked can it be used for neck, and let's say Rufus told us a response, okay, I'm not sure, or, based on reviews it can't, but you know that it can be used, you know it's a product you're selling. So now we need to add that information in the bullet points, in the imagery, because like I said, Rufus, it scans all of your images. So we're going to grab that question and we're going to paste it right into ChatGPT. And then I'll ask ChatGPT, highlight exactly where you're answering these questions in bullet points. So what do we have here? Again, you gotta be careful with any things like this, like a massage gun. You gotta be careful with any like claims you're making. You want to make sure it is actually suitable for kids and it's not like too powerful or there's a lot of force. But ChatGPT is giving us a suggestion based on the questions we've had from Rufus, and it is going to help. It is going to help us optimize the listing to basically be more Rufus friendly. So now when you ask these questions from Rufus, it is going to give you much better answers. So we have the title that answers all of the questions I asked. We have the kid friendly and safe, tailored for specific relief, travel friendly design. So it is giving us bullet points. It is giving us product description. My other suggestion is if you have A+ content, it is going to cover the product description, but it is still there in the backend. I want you to understand that. Like this guy right here, they have an A+ content, but they also have a product description that is not visible to us, but it is in the backend, and you can totally fill it with the text that will be scanned by Rufus. And again, that's perfect case right here. Any questions that Rufus was struggling with or issues, you can paste them right in the product description, and it's going to give you more real estate. You can even go a step further. Why don't we use alt text from A+ content? So it's going to be anything under these images, and let's see, like, is he like super advanced seller who also optimized their alt text? So this is easy to do. So again, you're using alt text and you're seeing, you're using inspect element of your browser and you're seeing whether the seller pasted the alt text behind the images. So you can actually see, you can click on these images and you see how it displays here, image alt. So alt text is something a seller placed behind, like in the backend. And you're seeing it says high stall force. So this is not optimized. So you can paste up to 250 bytes in alt text. So you get a perfect space to answer more Rufus questions if you're running out of space. And before we jump into the final takeaway that Rufus makes your listing a salesperson, I'll show you even a more advanced way to optimize your listing for Rufus, and it's just diving into customer psychology. Again, using our favorite AI tool, ChatGPT, we'll use this prompt. What is a typical customer avatar that would buy massage gun. What are the most 5 frequent questions when it comes to buying this product? So this is just looking step ahead and just also optimizing the listing based on the most frequent questions asked by this type of person who's into massage guns, fitness, etc. Because more likely than not, maybe in the future, Rufus is going to change these questions, and it's going to be these questions that you've already thought about. You studied your audience, you know what they're asking about, and you already optimized the listing for these questions. Because you don't know when Rufus is going to change the questions, and we have to be like prepared. Because like I said, Rufus is a salesperson for your listing nowadays, and the game is changing. Office worker, fitness enthusiast. So you can get these top 5 questions here, and you can use that same prompt I showed you earlier for ChatGPT and just rewrite your listing. And so what happens later when you've done all these changes, maybe it takes a couple of hours, you can go back to your listing, and then you can go ahead and you just ask Rufus questions again. And you try to get it to the point where every question you ask, Rufus knows exactly what your listing is. It gives a positive reply, provided it's honest, it's not giving any disinformation or deceiving just to make a sale or just to convince a customer. And this is like kind of the point where you're confident, okay, Rufus now is a good salesperson for my listing. It knows everything, it's confident, and this is how you optimize your listing for Rufus AI. To sum up, Rufus is a salesperson for your listing. Optimize it like you're trading to sell it for you, like literally. Think of any questions person could ask. Look at all the questions Rufus is asking. And this is the future of the Amazon product discovery. It's no longer as an SEO, keyword stuffing, etc. It's more like storytelling. And we are doing the storytelling for AI because AI is going to base its answers on this story that we told in our listing. So hope you like this video. I'll be following up with more videos about AI, and stay tuned for more.